One of the most interesting team names I've ever seen. Pittsburgh Diamond Dogs, that's the team we're covering, but Florida's team, Tuna, the other team on the field for today's game. 4-4 record for Team Tuna. Diamond Dogs with a record of 3-1.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, the center fielder.
This game getting right underway with Mike Miner on the mound for Team Tuna. Mickey Mantle batting from the left side, or excuse me, from the right side of the plate, facing the lefty, Mike Miner. Mickey Mantle, a switch hitter, famously known for playing for the New York Yankees, grounds into second. Drawn to first is in time. Baez only a 200 average through the first 4 games with Pittsburgh. However, he is known to hit left-handed pitching significantly better than right-handed pitching. So this matchup is an advantage for him. Mike Miner on the mound today. This is his live series card with the Texas Rangers. 3-1 pitch coming. And late on the fastball was Baez, hits it out to right. And the catch made out there by Bryce Harper, and that's out number 2. Of course, there's this new feature in Diamond Dynasty as Aaron Judge comes to the plate. So now in MLB The Show 20, there's no more random pitchers being selected for you. Each team can pick his or her own pitcher. Of course, the only downside to that is that, which might be a positive too, is that energy is the only factor. So starting pitchers will lose energy, and it's the job of the team owner to pick who pitches, who has enough energy to pitch a certain day, etc. Judge lines out to Harper, hitting over, no runs, no hits, nobody left on. We'll go more into pitching detail on the other side of the break, which is right now. Josh Bell, Pittsburgh Pirates first baseman, will lead off, which is quite an unconventional spot in the order for him. John Smoltz on the mound for the Diamond Dogs. Bell hits it to center on the first pitch. Mantle makes the catch. But going back to pitching, stamina applies now to everybody, but teams can now pick their own pitchers. Gary Sheffield coming to the plate. The show making several changes, and the argument to that could be too is that you spend so many stubs on pitchers who are not guaranteed to pitch. Line to center. There's Mickey Mantle, 2 outs. So realistically, managing staminas is an element to baseball when it comes to pitching, and this game no longer is an exception to that. Bryce Harper coming to the plate. A Bryce Harper card that, well, Bryce Harper was a cover athlete, and the show's been doing a thing with this game where you can pick either from Ken Griffey Jr., the cover athlete from 17, Aaron Judge, the cover athlete from 18, or Bryce Harper, the cover athlete from 19, and Team Tuna has chosen to pick Bryce Harper as their team cover selection. Harper was on the move, hit towards second. Jeff McNeil pulls off the bag and makes the catch. Merrifield's out, and the inning's over. So no runs on a hit for Florida, and only 1 runner left on base. Going to the second inning, it's tied at 0 between Florida and Pittsburgh. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for Pittsburgh. It's Josh Donaldson, Josh Bell, and Marcell Ozuna. 1-1's the count. Josh Donaldson was a member of the MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty team. His live series card from the Braves was on that team for a few games, as well as his signature series card from the Blue Jays, which was a feature card in that game you could win by completing a program. Hit out to right. Bryce Harper makes the catch. That's out number 1. To begin the top of the second for Pittsburgh, now here's Josh Bell. Switch hitter batting from the right side. And that's a result of Mike Miner being a left-handed pitcher. 0-1 pitch on the way. That's a strike. Counts 0-2. Buck Boy Tuna facing Jipler. the two team owners. And I'm Nicholas Callas calling this game for you on MLB 20 The Show. This game, brand new, is in technically yesterday it came out on the 13th. Of course, we're past midnight now, into the 1 o'clock hour of the morning. Technically it's the 14th, but still this game relatively new. And the Diamond Dogs playing in some of their preliminary games to start the Show 20 season. So Josh Bell walks, and now here's Marcell Ozuna, the number 6 hitter for Pittsburgh, who gets a hold of that one, hits it out to left field, and that ball's going to be out of here. Juan Soto didn't even go toward the wall. Marcell Ozuna hits a home run, a 2-run shot that scores Josh Bell on the play. 2-0 Pittsburgh early now. Contreras, it's a good piece of that ball, and that's going to fall inside the right field line, a fair ball. Harper gets it in quickly. That limits Contreras to a single, but now with 1 out, 1 on, Jeff McNeil, the number 8 hitter, steps in, and he's got a niche for hitting. Line to third and speared by Gary Sheffield. Agile play down at third, 2 outs. McNeil the second out of this inning. And now here is pitcher John Smoltz batting with 2 outs and runner on first. Fly to the right. Bryce Harper's going to run that one down, inning over. Pittsburgh, 2 runs credited to the home run by Marcell Ozuna. Going to the bottom of the second, it's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. You're watching MLB The Show 20 with Nicholas Callas. Max Muncy, flied into left, and that's going to hit the seats. So it's 5, 6, 7 due up for Florida's team Tuna. It's Muncy, Juan Soto, and Stephen Vogt. Of course, if you're watching the Nicholas Callas YouTube channel, I'm sure you knew that I was Nicholas Callas, also known as Gypler, on PlayStation Network. But you might not have known that if you're listening on or watching on PlayStation Network. Swing and a miss. Muncy's down to start the 5th inning. Or the Florida's half. The 5th. Man, I had some dyslexia for a second. I thought the 2nd inning said 5th. First out in the bottom of the 2nd inning for Florida. Now Juan Soto hits that one out to center. Catch made by Mickey Mantle. That's out number 2. And after 2 quick outs, number 7 hitter and catcher Stephen Vogt will come to the plate. He's rated a 70 overall and in a platoon role for the catcher position in Major League Baseball with the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch swinging out to Aaron Judge, and the inning's over. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base for Florida. We'll go to the 3rd inning. It's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. Mickey Mantle will lead off the top of the 3rd for Pittsburgh. It's the leadoff part of the order for Pittsburgh. 1, 2, 3. Due up in this half of the inning. Popped in the air. There's Josh Bell. He's got it. Mantle down on 1 pitch. Mike Minor pitching with some efficiency through the first third-ish of his outing, and that's lined into right but foul, and Javier Baez the one at the plate. Baez playing shortstop for the Diamond Dogs, and he's got a base hit. So runner on first, 1 out in the inning. Here's Aaron Judge, the number 3 hitter. That's too high, ball 1. Judge 0 for 1 in today's game. And more than likely 0 for 2 as Harper gets under that one. Baez did not tag, so he'll be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Josh Donaldson, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball in the dirt. Vogt kept it in front of him, and that made Baez hesitate, so he goes back. Ball 1 on Josh Donaldson. Got him to swing under it. Popped it in the air. That ball's run down at center. The inning's over. No runs for Pittsburgh on a hit. One runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the third, it's Pittsburgh 2 and Florida 0. Pittsburgh scored its first 2 runs in the second inning on a Marcell Ozuna 2-run home run. There's Javier Baez coming in, the number 8 hitter for Florida. That pitch fouled off. Unlike the live series card that the Diamond Dogs have, this Javier Baez card is a flashback to Javier Baez's rookie season in 2014. This is a 72 overall Javier Baez. His live series card's an 86. Swing and a miss, he got him. John Smoltz pitching rather well. 15 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. He's throwing with some kind of wizardry. Some wizard-like efficiency. Strike one. His mound opponent, Mike Minor, is at the plate. Minor's been around a few teams. Kansas City Royals, Atlanta Braves. Now with the Texas Rangers. 0-2 pitch. Got him on strikes. 2 outs. Here's Josh Bell, leadoff hitter, up to the plate with 2 outs, bases empty. Swinging a foul ball. Josh Bell, not normally a leadoff hitter, but Team Tuna here experimenting with that. Josh Bell in his live series Pirates card is playing for both these teams today. His Diamond Dog self is the number 5 hitter for this team. That's into center. Mickey Mantle can't get it in time. Josh Bell's in there with a hustle double. Tying run comes to the plate in the form of the powerful Gary Sheffield. This card's from 1996. Gary Sheffield was with the then Florida Marlins as a third baseman, not as an outfielder. You see that wacky batting stance he had, moving his hands and arms consistently. That's hitting the air to right. Not out of the reach of Judge, however. He'll get behind it and he'll make the catch. And Team Tuna's down. The inning is over with no runs scored. We'll go to the 4th inning. It's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. You're watching MLB The Show 20 with Nicholas Callas. Josh Bell, the one standing in. His Team Tuna self led off, or is the leadoff hitter for that team. He'll lead off this inning as the 5 hitter. 5-6-7 due up. He pops out to himself. 5-6-7 due up Bell, Marcell Ozuna, and Wilson Contreras due up this inning for Pittsburgh. And Marcell Ozuna is the primary reason why Pittsburgh's up 2-0. He had a 2-run home run his last time at bat, back in the 2nd inning. Broke his bat in the air. Bell's going to flag that one down toward the middle part of the infield. That's an out nonetheless. 2 outs. Here's Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 1 with a single. And he takes strike one. Painted well around the corner by Mike Minor. Ball's ripped well out to right field. Bryce Harper has no problem with it. Inning over. Diamond Dogs go down in a hurry. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pittsburgh up 2-0 over Florida. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Florida. It's Bryce Harper, Whit Merrifield, and Max Muncy. This Bryce Harper card, the only of that trio that is not a live series player. Fly into center. Mantle's running toward it, and he makes the catch. So the bottom of the 4th inning begins with a 1-pitch line out from Bryce Harper. Now here's Whit Merrifield, the cleanup hitter. It's almost like the opposite for this Florida Team Tuna, as Merrifield gets a single with 1 out in the inning. Now here's Max Muncy, the number 5 hitter. But Whit Merrifield usually hits around the top of the order. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw down by Contreras is in time. Javier Baez applying the tag As he normally does with style, Whit Merrifield fails to steal second base. And now Max Muncy will bat not as the tying run with 2 outs and nobody on base. Merrifield, though, somebody who bats toward the top of the order for the Royals, batting cleanup for this Florida team. And Josh Bell, somebody who bats toward the middle of the order with the Pittsburgh Pirates, batting leadoff in this game. A lot of strategy, a lot of different strategy from each owner in the Dynasty Leagues. Pop up, and there's Josh Donaldson in foul territory. Catch made. Inning over. End of the 4th inning. The score is Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. There's Jeff McNeil standing in for Pittsburgh to begin Pittsburgh's half of the 5th. 8-9 hitters due up for Pittsburgh. It's going to be Jeff McNeil, John Smoltz, and Mickey Mantle. Grounded left side of the infield. Played by Baez. He'll throw it across the diamond to Josh Bell. That's one quick out to start the Diamond Dogs half of the 5th. Pitcher John Smoltz stands in now. Takes strike 1. Wasn't a fantastic hitter throughout his career. Of course, his job in this case in Dynasty League is just to prolong the at-bat. It's usually a victory, and can't quite do that. Lines out to second, played by Muncy, and that's the second out of the inning, and the order recycles back to Mickey Mantle. Mantle hit this from the leadoff spot for Pittsburgh. He's 0 for 2. Slider finds the zone in quite a precise fashion, right over that outside edge. Popped into the air. Baez running after it, and he'll make the catch in shallow left center. Inning's over. No runs, no hits, nobody left on for Pittsburgh. Going to the bottom half of the 5th inning, it's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. Halfway point in this game. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. Juan Soto leading off for Team Tuna, grounded to first. There's Josh Bell. He's got it, 1 out. A 1-pitch out of Juan Soto yields the at-bat of Stephen Vogt. 0 for 1, and John Smoltz only at 30 pitches through 4 1/3 innings. Strike 1 on Stephen Vogt. Chased it, still puts it in play, and there's the shortstop Baez making the catch. The infield was in the shift, that's why he was on the right side of second base. 2 outs. Here's the other Javier Baez. Over the shortstop's head, that's Javier Baez as well. I'll get into left base hit, and Javier Baez, the rookie version, gets on with a single and hits it over his live series self for the base hit. Mike Minor's done pitching. Travis Jankowski, pinch hitter for Florida, and a runner goes from first. Line drive, foul. That's Javier Baez trying to go from first base. And going this time, and a chopper by Jankowski, the pinch hitter. Right back to John Smoltz, throws to Bell at first. Inning's over. As we go to the 6th inning, it's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. This is the top of the 6th inning. Pittsburgh with 2, 3, 4 hitters due up in the inning. Javier Baez, Aaron Judge, and Josh Donaldson, and with that a pitching change. Mike Minor was pinch hit for in that bottom of the 5th inning, so now Greg Holland will be the next pitcher for Florida, and throws a strike. Javier Baez batting. His live series card is not adjusting well to that slider by Holland. 3 sliders, 3 strikes, 1 out. Here's the number 3 hitter, Aaron Judge. Fly ball but foul. Greg Holland, once an all-star closer with the Kansas City Royals. Been around with a couple other teams, but is now a free agent. Closed for the Rockies 1 year, the Diamondbacks another. Got a job with the Cardinals more recently. Strike 3, 2 outs. He's been around some teams, though. Ball misses inside. Donaldson in this game is 0 for 2. Pittsburgh up 2-0 over Florida. Slider hit well to center. Descending, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And Donaldson's aboard. Well, a 1-out single. Or 2-out single, excuse me. Now here's Josh Bell. 0 for 1 with a walk. In this game, that pitch misses high, and now Josh Bell's in a hitter's count, 2-0. Yeah, Bell's a little bit late on that one. Hits it out to center. Catch is made. The inning is over. So no runs on a hit in the inning, and only 1 runner left on base. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Pittsburgh 2 and Florida 0. Here's Josh Bell. As the order moves back to the top. 1, 2, 3 due up for Florida. Josh Bell puts that one in play. Marcelo Ozuna, the one with making the catch. That's out number 1. Josh Bell, Gary Sheffield, Bryce Harper due up in this bottom of the 6th inning, and Gary Sheffield bats now as the number 2 hitter. Swings and fouls that pitch off. Smoltz, 37 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. He's been throwing strikes and has had pretty good success. Grounded to short. There's Baez to Bell, 2 outs. Bring up Bryce Harper, the number 3 hitter. This is Bryce Harper's cover series card. And if you haven't heard, MLB The Show 20 is offering the opportunity for owners of dynasty teams to select a card from players who have been on the covers. So Ken Griffey Jr. is available from 2017, Aaron Judge from 18, and of course you see Harper playing here from 19. Into the shift, played by McNeil. Throw to Bell from shallow right field, and the inning's over. Florida cannot score through 6 innings. Last third of regulation in this game. It's Pittsburgh 2, Florida 0. You're watching MLB The Show with Nicholas Callas. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Pittsburgh to start this 7th inning. Marcelo Ozuna, Wilson Contreras, and Jeff McNeil. Ozuna hit that 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. And that's been all the scoring for either team for the duration of this game. Strike 3 called, 1 out. Greg Holland still on the mound. Pitching out of relief for Mike Minor, who gave up that 2-run home run and is in line for the loss, pending a Florida comeback, which is certainly reasonable at this stage in the game. That ball's hit well out to right center. Harper's chasing after it. That's going to clear the wall, however. Wilson